Homer bought a lottery ticket and took it to Moe's Tavern, only to find out he'd actually won $200,000. Carl quickly volunteered to go claim the prize. Everyone stayed behind to prep for a party, but Carl never came back, and he wouldn't answer his phone either, so the gang drove to Carl's place, only to find he'd skipped town. All he left behind was a goodbye note. Back at Homer's house, everyone was feeling down. Even Marge said Carl had always seemed like the most trustworthy one, but when Lisa asked where Carl was originally from, nobody had a clue. Then Homer noticed something in an old photo, a reflection in Carl's glasses. By combining it with a beer mug and a mirror, and with Lisa's help, they figured out Carl lived in Iceland. Turns out Carl was adopted by an Icelandic couple, and that info was even in their public records. So Homer and the guys got ready to head out. They thought the name Iceland was just a joke, but it turned out the place was freezing. After buying new clothes, they asked around about Carl. To their surprise, people not only knew him, they even gave them a history lesson. Carl's family, it turned out, came from a long line of traders. They staked out Carl's house and waited all night. When Carl finally stepped out, they gave chase. Despite all that, Carl still managed to outrun them, until Homer paid someone to help tackle him. They tried to break him down with bad food. Carl finally confessed. He used the money to buy a lost page from an ancient book that could clear his family's name. He also admitted he never really saw Lenny or Homer as friends. That crushed Lenny. The two of them even got into a fight, but it was too late. Carl had already spent all the money on that page. The gang took the page back to Marge and told her the bad news. But Marge said they might as well read it, so they started learning the old language to translate it. Turns out Carl's family was even worse than the history books claimed, and Carl fit right in with that legacy. Still, they gathered the people of Iceland and asked them to let go of the past. They shared the good things Carl had done. Eventually, the town chose to forgive Carl's family. Carl himself felt real remorse. In the end, they all made up, but the awkwardness still lingered.